defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run the toss here with Stevenson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out come the Titans now. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room. To 10 as opposed to 21 to 3. 21 to 10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21 to 3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on third down, Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, They've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That one good for 24 yards.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Play fake. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Again, it's Stevenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From just shy of midfield, Jones. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. A good pick. Jones now throwing on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his fifth touchdown now on the air. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Cousins throw into the hands of Hooper. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods with career touchdown number 70. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And going deep for Hill, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start with a classic matchup in the AFC. Memories of Phelps and Winslow in this one. Miami taking on the LA Chargers. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Braxton Berrios, 100 yards receiving on the nose and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston, check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to have another. The tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They begin with Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And finding the tight end Hooper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Throwing, Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the 3 points there in CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Stevenson. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done. And
that should have been a fucking tutty. Dude! How did you miss that? God damn it. Oh, that was open too.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Operating from the gun. Jones.
Taking a shot. Fuck it. Get it.
Incomplete.
Alright.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Nashville. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Oh, come on.
Locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. Stevenson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already.
Oh, you heard
give
it.
up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Stevenson again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ate up so much time on that drive.
With career touchdown number 75. And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start.
75 touchdowns in his first 3 years.
Charles, remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Pick up for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. As this complete to Wolf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Titans
first down. Here's Cousins. He gets this one to Burks. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Cousins on first down.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 4 yards remain for second down. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Titans. And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Really?
And this
Really?
is recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the
Come on,
toe
Ramondre.
to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Damn, that pisses me off that he fucking fumbled that ball.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick.